Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. This is Jud's Journey and this is Judcy. So in this channel we'll be talking about my journey here in the United States and how I got here. So as you could see, I'm here at the office. As you could see, there's a lot of people passing by. That's all the students. I'm here at my husband's office in the university. He is working here as a dean of the honors college, so in Florida Gulf Coast University. So for today's topic, we'll be talking about the step-by-step of my experience of having a K1 visa. So disclaimer, I'm not an immigration personnel or neither a lawyer. So this is all based on my experience when we process these papers. So for all of you like watching, I know maybe some of you already have a fiance, or some of you are starting your paperwork, or some of you starting your relationship with an American citizen. So in this video we'll be tackling about the step-by-step of having a K1 visa, how to have it, and what is the process. So first of all, for the petitioner, the petitioner is your fiance, so the man, so he is the petitioner. So he will be the one to process first. So he needs to have his police certificate, US certificate, police clearance as we called it in the Philippines, and then both of you need to have 2x2 photos with a white background. So it's most of the time you need to have a white background photo, and then a proof of your relationship photos. I think 5 to 7 photos or something, 8, 10, 10 photos. They will give you on their website how many photos you need to submit to them for the proof that you already met in the Philippines and you're already in a relationship. So that's the initial proof of evidence. And then your fiance will be paying $535 on check. They don't accept cash. You need to write it on check. And then after that, he needs to print from the US website, US Embassy website, a Form 129F, Form I 129F, and he needs to what you call that, fill those form, both of your information, his information, and then after that, then he needs to send it into the US Department of Homeland Security. So he will be doing that. Sorry, I get distracted with those people around, but never mind them. So yeah, and you need to have those, and then he will send it to the US Department of Homeland Security. And after he will send those that's the initial requirements first for the application of the K1 visa. So, and after that, after he would send that, I think a few days, the US Embassy, the Homeland Security, will email your fiance that they receive your application. So this is by my own experience, okay? So I don't know to those other people that process, so we have different experiences, but this is based on my experiences. You could get some from this, but make sure you need to research and get into the US Embassy website. So make sure that it's a legit US Embassy website. So I will link the description down below in this video. So after that he will send, and you get the email, that the confirmation email that they already receive your application for the K1 visa. And after 2 to 3 weeks, they would your fiancé would receive by mail and email the Notice of Action 1. We call it NOA 1. So the Notice of Action 1, it states the name of your petitioner, the beneficiary, which is you, and then your case number. So you need to keep that paper, print that, and keep it in a safe keeping. And after you have that, you need to wait 3 to 6 months or more. Sometimes it's more, it depends of, you know, the people on the top. So sometimes you need to wait for more, but in my case, I think we wait 6 months or something like that, almost 6 months, and then you will receive the Notice of Action 2. And the Notice of Action 2, for the first Notice of Action, it's just plainly paper and then with the US logos things. But for the NOA 2, there's like a watermark, the US watermark thing. You need to print that, and you need to keep that also for safekeeping, because we don't know in the US Embassy if they will ask that to you. You know, to say to what you call that, save it or keep it. Then if you have the Notice of Action 2, you can start filling the DS-160. So the DS-160 is very, very important, because that's the US Embassy's all your documents there, and what you call that, they have that. You will use that during your interviews and everything. So during those 3 to 6 months gap of waiting, the US Embassy are investigating us if our relationship is real, and you know, something like that. And the Notice of Action 2, they will say approved, you are approved, but this is not the visa, something, and then they will write something there, but it says you are approved. It means when you receive the Notice of Action 2, you can start having all those paperwork that you need for you, your proof, and then for your fiancé also. So, and if you're sorry, before I end this, if your fiancé is divorced, you need to put a divorce paper also for the application. Okay, so for me, I did not, because he's not. So you need to do those things first. And then for our next video, we'll be tackling about what requirements we need to prepare, and he needs to prepare to what documents and all the documentations and the paperworks. And we'll be tackling about the documentation of the medical issues, things like that, because we need to have medicals. So, but for now, for this video, it's just the first step. So that's the first step of having a K1 visa. Your petitioner, your fiancé will do those things. All you need to do for now is to wait. If he already processed those, you need to wait, and then the USCIS will give you the approval of the, I told you, the Notice of Action 2. That's the approval that you get approved, that you can start your process. It's not a visa, because it's just approval, that it means they investigate you already, that your relationship is real. So, and then there's more investigation, things like that. So you need to be very careful also for the US website, because sometimes they change the requirements. Sometimes they change their their website. For, I think before I got my visa, they already changed. I'm glad I already had my interview before they changed. They have a new rules now, I think, that you need to go somewhere before getting an appointment to the US Embassy in Manila. So always research for the real one. Go to the legit website, because there's some scam. So be sure that it's a legit one. So that's all for today's video, guys. So I hope it helped you a little bit. We'll tackle it the next day or so for our next topic. What will be the requirements, what will be the paperwork that we need to prepare. So, and this is also this is based on my experience. Okay, so every one of us has different experiences, so I'm just sharing you my experience and all the paperwork that you need to prepare. So I hope it helped you a little bit. And see you on my next video, guys. So thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you could have the notification if I have a new video. So thank you for everyone. Thank you, beautiful people. Hope you have a nice journey coming here in the United States.